It is the 26th of April. I've just finished my very first post-birth run. I managed to run for 45 minutes, which I'm actually really happy about. I'm in Victoria Park. You can see maybe the moon up there. It's a really lovely evening. I ran pretty slowly, but I managed to break a sweat. I've clearly forgotten what clothes are suitable for running because I'm wearing a big hoodie. I'm going to stretch out a bit, go home, and then I'm going to show you what my body currently looks like with all the stretch marks, all the lines. Pre-pregnancy, well, when I found out I was pregnant, which was about 4.5 weeks in, I was 51 kilos. When I gave birth, when I was about to give birth, I was 70 kilos, so that is a 19 kilogram weight gain. Thank you, kettle chips. I still got my little double chin if I turn to the side, it's not very attractive. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm looking forward to that going. So when I gave birth, I'm just walking around in circles, by the way, because there are quite a lot of people around and there's a race going on, which did not help my self-esteem. So when I first gave birth, I got back, and I think about maybe 3 days or 5 days later, I'd say about 3 days later I weighed myself, and I was 63 kilos, so I had immediately dropped about 8 kilograms. Then I weighed myself about 3 weeks ago, so what am I? I'm 6 weeks postpartum now, so I weighed myself at about week 3 and I've gone down to 59 kilos, and then it was 58, then it was 57. Right now I'm like 57 kilos, which is a couple of kilos heavier than I was last January before I went on a bit of a mad gym and training spree. I was training clients, doing yoga, and training myself, so I lost about 4 kilos between January and May last year. This is where I'm at, 57 kilos. When I get home, I will show you what my body looks like, and this will be the first little update that I have done on my postpartum fitness. I'm hoping to get back to as close as I can to where I was before, but I have to really not let my ego get the best of me, because baby's more important, breastfeeding's more important. If you lose too much too fast, your milk supply can go down. I've been really lucky with my milk supply. I've actually had oversupply. I've had a lot too much milk, and she coughs and splutters and all of that. But I know that if you put yourself in too much of a caloric deficit, your milk is like the first thing to go, apparently, so I need to watch out for that. Where's the microphone on this? I just want to check I'm not covering it. I don't think I am. It's a new phone. I'm filming on this phone. It's good. It's a Pixel. I like it. I prefer it to the iPhone. We are getting married on September the 5th, and that gives me less than 5 months to be what I want to be, the best looking I've ever been, which is definitely not going to happen, but beauty's on the inside and all of that, and I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. And as I said, the most important thing is baby. Like, everything else is second to that. Just that she's healthy, that I'm able to feed her properly, and get back to fitness nice and steadily. I actually have been squeezing my pelvic floor muscles for almost all of that 45-minute run, because I went to the doctor. So I went to the doctor today. This is how eager I was to start. I went to the doctor today, and it was my 6-week check with baby, to check I was okay, check she was okay, and I got her to examine my stitches and stuff. It was a natural birth, my stitches from my tear, thank you, £8.13 baby. And she said that I was good to start slow jogging and listening to my body, and paying particular attention to my pelvic floor muscles to make sure that, because they're lax at the moment, like they are always going to be after a vaginal birth, that they weren't feeling heavy. She said you have to imagine your muscles like a hammock, and that when you are running they kind of go like this, and to imagine that I have that hammock muscle and that I shouldn't put too much impact on them. So that's what I'm trying to do, but I did have to definitely look down and check that I hadn't peed myself halfway through, because I wasn't sure, because I don't know what it feels like to lose control of your pelvic muscles. Luckily I haven't peed so far at all since giving birth, so that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna head home now, and do a little update of how body's going, how things are looking at the moment, and I'll try and do one of these. I don't know how often, to be honest, as often as I can I don't know, get the time to be away from baby. Pepe's at home just looking after her, just got a text saying they're doing tummy time, so that's always good. I'm gonna go home, probably feed her, and yeah, update you on what is going on looks wise. Okay, so I'm back home just after my little run. You can see through my shock absorber, which is absolutely necessary, my bamboo breast pads, which this is all just a bit raw and not very nice, to be honest. It's not stuff that I particularly want to talk about, but it is just what is going on right now with my body and feeding and all of that. So belly is still very loose, like it still feels kind of jelly-like. This is not tensing. Here is the line still, that's kind of fading. Belly button used to be a lovely little slit, and now it's kind of like a battered teardrop. Can I focus on that? Lots of stretch marks, lots and lots of stretch marks. Can't see them too well here, but oh yeah, you can see them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the stretch marks. Got scars as well from previous things. So this is how I look right now. I've got a lot of this kind of fat here. None of this, by the way, I'm saying is a bad thing at all. I'm not beating myself up or anything like that. I'm completely fine with how I look now. It's just fitness updates really, because I am usually a personal trainer, so I want to document for myself and for anyone interested in postpartum fitness, what a 6-week body, what my 6-week postpartum body looks like. If I stand together with my feet like this, I have the tiniest gap, but I've only actually got a gap because I've got bow knees. Can you see how they turn in? If I kind of turn them, I don't have a gap at all. Let me see if I can get my arms properly in here. Oh, this is a massive phone. How do I do this? There we go. My arms are still much kind of chunkier than they were before. A lot of kind of armpit fat and all of that. Very loose. My biceps, I've got hilarious biceps because my biceps just blend all the way into my shoulders. There's no upper dip, which is kind of funny looking. But that's what they look like at the moment. They're not doing too badly just because I've been picking the baby up all the time. My butt is a bit worse for wear. Kind of got like lots of jiggle, and it's not, let me do this a little bit. It's not very tight, it's kind of like loose and not very, not very gym looking. But yeah, it's nothing major really. Can't see my ribs or anything. Yeah, can't see my ribs or anything like that. If I tense, this is what I look like. I have not tried to tense. So that is actually flexing, can't see any muscle definition at all. This isn't muscle definition, this is just like fat. And that's where I'm at. So as I said, it's all very kind of fresh and raw, and I just want to share the postpartum fitness journey as kind of unedited as possible, and just show you how I'm going to go from this to hopefully like how I'd like to look on my wedding day. In the space of 5 months. It's going to be a big challenge. I've got some other projects in the works as well that is going to kind of delay me fully focusing on fitness for the next month and a half or so, but after that I can go full pelt. I can hear the baby crying in the other room, so I'm going to go. If you would like to keep up to date with this kind of fitness journey, please feel free to subscribe. Once I've put the birth story up and all of that vegan pregnancy stuff, you will see links below in the caption to those videos. I've not done them yet, not at time, but I will do very soon. So thank you for watching. I am out of breath. I'm going to go feed baby and I will see you soon.